Hi guys, how are you? So I'm here. I have empties from January, Wax Empties. I was planning on doing these every 2 weeks, but that didn't really work out that way. So these are pretty much the whole month of January. Today's Saturday. I think it's like the 27th or 28th. But yeah, pretty much from January like 2nd until now. This is what I melted. I'm going to start with the bathing garden first, just because I have the most of that and it's right here. I tried to divide them up this time. So first I have spiced rosehip potpourri. I really loved this. I even, sorry, there's a truck outside that's loud. I even went, this is part of her Christmas collection, but there was some left on the website when I ordered from her Valentine's Day collection, and I grabbed a claim of this, so I'll have a claim of this on the way here soon. But this is like a really nice, it reminds me of like a grandma house, but like in a really good way. It's like cinnamony, it smells just like dry potpourri, and then with like this nice rose note with it. It is very much like an old lady smell kind of, but in a really like nostalgic, like if you grew up in the 90s, when 80s, 90s, where everybody had like potpourri always sitting around their houses, and that like cinnamony kind of floral vintage dusty rose type of smell. That's what this is. It's like a cinnamon with like a dusty rose, and I liked it a lot. I actually melted that one in my youngest daughter's room when I was organizing and decluttering in there one day, and it was really nice. She liked it too. Next is Krampus. And Krampus is like an outdoorsy tree, like some fruit to me, and I don't know the exact notes. I tried to look on our website, but I couldn't find them. I think this was a newer one. But yeah, it was really good. I would have got a clamshell in this if I would have seen it, but on the site, but I didn't, so I didn't. But next year if she offers that, I would get a clamshell on that. It's just like a nice Christmas note. It is almost like, it's almost dusty too. Like it has like this note in it that if you, when you smell a bath bomb, you know what I mean, that it's like dusty, like powdery kind of. It kind of has that to it, that kind of note to it. Next I have rosemary mint. This was like a huge tree shape, and it was like green, and it had green and red sparkles on it. I melted it in my bathroom. There was enough. I melted it. It was like 2 or 3 melts. This just smells like rosemary mint. If you've ever smelled rosemary mint, it's very heavy on the like that herbal rosemary though. And sometimes after a while, I used to really love rosemary mint, and then I think I maybe overdid it, because now it kind of smells a little bit sour to me, and it's not like my favorite. Like I like it. Of course, I melted this sample. I wouldn't like run out of my way to purchase it though, because that rosemary just tends to sour for me. A Batty Caramel Apple from her Halloween collection. This one was nice. It was like just caramel apple and marshmallow. It was good for, it's been snowy here over the past month, so it was nice to have on like a snowy day when I was wanting something like warm and apple-y. The throw on this one was probably, let's say like a 6 out of 10. It wasn't for the scent, it was for like that sugary sweet caramel apple marshmallow type of scent. I thought it was gonna throw like crazy good, but it really didn't. It was like a 6 out of 10, but it was still nice. I don't know if I would repurchase that one. It wasn't like a love or anything. This one is cranberry spice. I melted this like the first week of January, right after Christmas, and this was really good. It was like just a rich, deep cranberry mixed with, there's a cinnamon stick in here still. There was a cinnamon stick on top. Mixed with like a really cinnamony cinnamon. This was heavy on the cinnamon, so if you don't like cinnamon, you would not like this. I love cinnamon, so this was really nice to me. It was like 75% cinnamon, 25% this nice deep dark berry scent. And the throw on that was really good. It was probably like an 8 out of 10. Whipped cream. This is my favorite whipped cream scent from any vendor ever. It had a little flower on it. This is just good. It really smells like whipped cream, like a whipped vanilla bean, heavy whipping cream, decadent vanilla scent. That's still like light and airy, but throws really well. Other whipped cream scents I found don't throw very well. This one's like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. You can definitely like smell it. It's present, it's strong, but it's still like light and airy and not overwhelming. So I would repurchase this. I think it was for a while. I was like writing on here. I don't know what I was trying to do, but it was good. The next one is lemon curd and rose milk. I just ordered another one of these from her Valentine's Day collection, so I felt like I could use this one up. I love this scent. It's so good. I love lemon curd. It's like a really bright, fresh, slightly sweet lemon. And then mixed with her rose milk. It's like a creamy rose ice cream almost. Yeah, the two of them mixed together are really nice. I melted this in my bedroom. I put 2 cubes in each time, so I got 3 melts out of that one. It was really nice. And the throw on that is like 9 out of 10, super strong. And then finally, Woodcutter's Cottage. I got this in a sample, and I went back in to purchase it. And again, I don't know the scent notes on this, but it is so good. It's like an outdoorsy tree type of scent. But it is just beautiful. It's like a tree scent with some sweeter cedar. There's a little bit of like sweetness in there. It's so good. My whole family, when I melted this, my whole family was like, what is that good smell? I'm like, it's this wax smell. But everybody was, and normally they don't say anything about my wax. They don't care. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? So my son, he has like a YouTube channel, like a gaming channel kind of. He doesn't show his face or anything. It's just like him gaming on the screen. He was trying to log into it when he was at his friend's house because they were going to make a gaming video. And he was on my Apple ID. And so it came up automatically onto my account, and he messaged me like, hey, I logged into your YouTube account. And I was like, oh, we'll just log off. And he was like, cringe, 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 cringe. Because I guess he saw my videos. But I was like, okay, thank you for your support. You can log off my channel now. But apparently he thinks I'm cringy. So I have 2 from Kay's. This first one, it's called Lola. And it's a custom that I made. And it's after my late cat that has passed. I wanted something that reminded me of her. I know that probably seems really weird, and this really did. So it was snowflakes and cashmere, fallen leaves, and patchouli linen. I wanted something that was like cozy and warm and outdoorsy and reminded me of the fall because for when we got her, it was the fall time around Halloween. So this was really good. I mostly smelled the patchouli linen, which is nice. It's like a really earthy laundry type of scent. And then the fallen leaves, if you've ever smelled any fallen leaves oil, they're pretty similar to me, but hers is really nice. It smells like crunchy fall leaves. I didn't get a lot of the snowflakes and cashmere, but it was a little bit sweet. So yeah, this was like the perfect fall laundry type of scent, which is exactly what I was looking for. I don't know if I would repurchase this. I might. It was nice. But I feel like I could probably just get the same thing out of like getting a clam of patchouli linen and fallen leaves and kind of mixing them together. The next one I got was sugared spruce, and this was a clamshell. This is spruce, cedar, moss, balsam, vanilla sugar, and caramel butter. This was good, but not my favorite sugared spruce. So there's like obviously different sugared spruce oils, but the one that I like is like heavy on the spruce and then like has just a little bit of sweetness in it. This one, the vanilla and caramel butter mixed together almost made it fruity, and I don't even know how to explain that. But my daughter agreed with me. I was like, smell this and tell me what you think it smells like. And she was like, I don't know, a strawberry patch or something. So she got that fruitiness too out of it. Yeah, it was like, I wouldn't say that it was like a strawberry, but the sweetness in it mixed with the green made it borderline fruity. I actually thought I would really love this, so I got 2 of them. I think I still have another one. It's nice. I'll melt it, but I probably would not repurchase it because, like I said, there's another sugared spruce oil that I really like more. And it wasn't super strong. It was like a 6 out of 10. Okay, what do I want to do next? Next, I have Hayden Row. So first, I have a clam of sea salt. I love sea salt. I've talked about this probably like 4 or 5 times before. Oh, it's so good. It's salty. I seen Lacey Morrison Blue. She said that like this smells like when you're in the ocean and you like breathe in water and it like ocean water, it like drips down your throat and it's like salty. And I could totally get that. I feel like it smells like when, you know, you're at the ocean all day and you have like all of your stuff with you and then you're like going back to your house or whatever and you like your skin is still like warm and salty and like all your stuff has like that dried salt water on it. I feel like it smells like that. Like it's not really to me aquatic or watery or anything like that. It's just like dried salt. And this is really, really good. I have a couple more cans of this in a loaf, and I feel like I still need more of it because I can't get enough of that scent. Next, in the same vein, I have Himalayan pink sea salt. This was good. I feel like it has something that sea salt has in it because it was salty like that dried salt scent that I really love. But this one, I looked on the website, and this has like ambergris, I don't know if that's how you say it, like saffron jasmine maybe in it. I didn't get any of that. I felt like this was like fruity, and maybe it's some, again, like some type of like greenness that's coming across as fruity to me. But yeah, it was like sea salt and then like a really nice like fruity women's perfume type of scent to me. Very like feminine, salty, and a little bit perfumey. It was nice. Like I melted it in my bathroom, and it was like the perfect bathroom scent. I even thought about, I'm trying to be on like a low buy, so I didn't, but I thought about going back in and getting a Soufflé just to melt in the bathroom because I feel like this is like the perfect feminine fresh bathroom scent. Next I have Lemon Wood. This was another Ducky sample, I think. Lemon leaves, and warm wood. This was good. I remember it now. It smelled like, it was heavy on the lemon, but you also very much got like those green leaves and that wood. It smelled like a legit lemon tree, like the bark, the leaves, the lemons, all of it all together. And it was really good. It was like a different take on lemon. And it was strong, like an 8 out of 10. I always get a strong throw from Hayden Rose wax. I would probably purchase this again in like a small amount, smell in like a bedroom or when I was cleaning or something like that. It didn't like wow me, like it was the best thing that I've ever smelled or anything like that, but it was definitely like unique and different. This was another one that was pretty unique. Comfy Cozy from Hayden Rowe. Cherry wood, rich caramel, raspberry, vanilla, and pipe tobacco. I didn't really love this. I melted this in my son's room. This one, the tobacco, I just couldn't get behind. I don't know if it was the cherry wood or the tobacco. I'm not like, I can't do tobacco and wax, I think. Yeah, it smelled like it was nice, but then there was something in there that I didn't like. And I think that it was the tobacco. It was almost like made my throat feel fuzzy. Like, you know how sometimes when you smell like a laundry scent, like Gain sometimes, or something that's like a really heavy cloy laundry, and it makes your throat feel like weird, like stopped up. That's the way this made me feel, and I think it was that tobacco scent in it. Because everything else, the cherry wood, rich caramel, I'm not a huge caramel person, raspberry, vanilla, and tobacco. This was like a nice for like if you have like a sitting room, or like kind of reminded me of like a cigar room that an older person might have. So if you have a cigar room, I guess it would be nice. or like a men's like man cave or something like that. It might be a good scent for that. It did okay in my son's room. Next one is Slipside. This one I think is supposed to smell like a ski resort or something like that. Like I think there's like cedar in it, maybe balsam. It was nice. It almost reminded me of maybe patchouli, I'm not sure, but it almost reminded me of Teddy B's. Is it the Riverlands? Yeah, there was like something in there that's similar to this. So it was just like a fresh, outdoorsy. It really did kind of bring to mind like a ski resort, like woodsy, cool air type of scent. I wish I wrote down the notes for that. I wish I was more organized. Yeah, it was really good. I would purchase this again. I got a souffle. I don't think I would need more than a souffle in it, but I did really enjoy it. So maybe a repurchase. It threw probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Okay, so next I have one of a couple things. I'll go over those. I have only one thing from Alteran. It's a scoopable. This is Pink Petal Tea Cakes. I have another one of these small scoopables in this that I'm saving for February for like Valentine's Day. This is good. It just smells like rose. I love Pink Petal Tea Cake, and I think L3 has my favorite Pink Petal Tea Cake. Hers is like, it's sweet. You can smell like that pound cake, but the rose definitely is like in the forefront, and her rose is like deep, and it almost smells like a wine, it's almost like a fermented rose, or like a wilty rose. you know what I mean, where it's almost like alcohol-y smelling, but not. But like it's like on the border of being that. So this is nice. Like I said, it's like great for around Valentine's Day. I have some pink petal tea cake candles that I melted with this, and it was really nice. It gave like a nice like floral sweet vibe. Okay, from Southbound I have Holly Jolly. This one was sparkling cranberries, cherries, fresh peaches with a hint of hibiscus, rose petals, and rich vanilla bean. I melted this in the bathroom. I didn't like it. Yeah, I don't like peach. This was like a fizzy champagne, sparkling cranberries. I don't know. It smells like a fizzy peach to me. And peach comes across either like, sometimes grapefruit scents smell to me like, I feel like this is a really negative video. Sometimes grapefruit scents, they smell like the rind too much, like they're almost like too bitter. So peach scents either come across to me like too bitter, or they smell like urine, kind of. I don't know if that's weird, like an ammonia type of scent. And yeah, this was like a sparkly peach, and I did not care for it. It was a sample. It wasn't so bad that I had to like take it out or anything. I just wouldn't repurchase it. Next, from that Smell Good shop, this was a sample I also melted in my bathroom. Dark Patchouli Rose. I loved this. 10 out of 10. The throw was like a 10 out of 10. The scent was like a 10 out of 10. I love her dark patchouli. I'm going to do a custom order with her and order like all the dark patchouli, because I would probably order this in a custom. It was great. I love rose. I love florals. And then the patchouli just made it like, it smelled like a legit rose bush. Like her dark patchouli just smells like dirt to me. Like dirt mixed with like bark and mud. Like it's just really earthy and outdoorsy. And I loved it. What else do I just have one of? I just have one of Clark's Mountain Christmas from Vintage Chic Scents. Again, this is going to sound probably really negative, but I'm just being honest. I did not like this. This one was mulled fruits with a hint of juniper. So this, I think, was supposed to be like a mulled cider type of scent, but I did not get that. The fruit in here smelled like a fruit punch to me. Like it smelled like fruit punch with cinnamon. Like it did not smell like a mulled punch. Like the two scents didn't quite come together for me. It just smelled like a cinnamony fruit punch, and I didn't care for it very much. I was hoping it would be like a really like spiced cranberry outdoorsy type of mulled cider scent, and it just didn't do it for me. It smelled too much like fruit punch, and then mixed with the cinnamon, it just kind of made me nauseous. I have one from Salt Mountain Melts, and that's Rocky Mountain Christmas. This one is fresh balsam, sugar cookies, and buttercream. This one I loved. Her balsam, I said when I held this, her balsam is so realistic. Like it legitimately smells like a fresh balsam tree. I feel like I can smell like the bark and the sap even. Like it smells like putting your face in a tree. And then it was sweet from the sugar cookies and buttercream, but it was mostly balsam. But I was fine with that. If she offers this next year around Christmas time, I will get a whole loaf of it because I freaking loved this. It was great. Next is Honey I Bathed the Kids from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is a Honey I Washed the Kids dupe, and I liked this. I used to buy these like Honey I Washed the Kids and Lush dupes all the time. I used to be really into them. That's like essentially what got me into wax in the first place, was looking for Lush dupes many moons ago. This is nice. I've never found a Honey I Washed the Kids type or dupe that was perfectly spot on. I feel like all of them are missing like that tangy, citrusy note that really gives the actual soap, if you've ever smelled it, like a I don't know, like it just gives it like an edge, and I don't feel like I get that in wax out of any of them, not just this one, but I think this is probably the closest one that I've ever smelled. This one is citrus, honey, floral, vanilla, and musk. Yeah, you mainly smell like the honey, and then there's like a little bit of like orangey lemon in there, some musk, but it's also like soapy and clean. I feel like you could, like, if you don't like clean scents to smell or like laundry scents, you might like this when you're like cleaning or wanting your house to smell fresh, because it does smell very fresh. Okay, what else do I have here? Let's do rainbow melts. I have quite a bit of rainbow melts. First, I have a sample in Wizard. This one is Sweater Weather, Cranberry, and Ozark Forest. It says free gift for you on the back of it. This was really nice. I mainly smelled Sweater Weather. This was strong. Like, I melted this. Oh, it's still really strong. I melted this in my bedroom and I could smell it like all over my whole house. I cut it into force. Like, I melted it many different times. But yeah, I didn't smell any cranberry. It was heavy on the Sweater Weather. And then I don't know what's in her Ozark Forest, but it smells kind of like a birch wood to me. Yeah, and it was really nice. I love Sweater Weather. This was like a more earthy version of Sweater Weather. It was great. I wouldn't get that again if she offered it again. Hey, girlfriend, what you doing? My daughter came in here. Then she closed the door. I have Snow Clouds from Rainbow Melts. This one is Sweet Snow, which is her sweet vanilla ice cream, and White Clouds, which is fluffy and laundry. So this was just like a vanilla laundry scent. This was phenomenal. I actually have the last of this melting right now. It is so good. I would get like a huge loaf in this. It's just White Clouds is a great laundry. And then her Sweet Snow, the vanilla ice cream scent. I normally don't like vanilla ice cream, but I love hers. It's like a rich, decadent vanilla bean. Yeah, this is good. It was like not a cloying laundry. It's just like a very sweet. My kiddos, she's yelling in there. She doesn't need me. Her dad's in there with her. I would stop and help her. She's a noisy little thing. So yeah, this was really nice. A sweet, like feminine laundry. It was like perfect for like the bedroom, which is where I melted it. Next is Elm Street, which is Palo Santo, sugar cookies, and marshmallow. So there's a lot of these like vanilla Palo Santo scents out there, and I really like this one. I really like Rainbow Melts Palo Santo. This is good. I can't really smell any one of those things separately. This kind of reminds me of Vintage Chic scents, if you've ever smelled her Elf Juvie, where it's like Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Palo Santo, and warm vanilla sugar. Those things kind of like meld together to me to form this like really nice like one scent note, like that I can't distinguish any of them, but it's like kind of a little bit earthy, a little bit sweet, and it's really nice. And this reminds me of that, and that I can't, smelling this, I'm not like, oh, I smell Palo Santo sugar cookie and vanilla. It just smells like a creamy, sweet Palo Santo to me, and it is really nice. I think I ordered from her last pre-order, and I have another one of these mini loaves coming in the mail. Okay, next is Rainbow Melts Apples and Leaves. This one is Firm Stand Apples and Leaves type. So her Firm Stand Apples is like a kind of, reminds me of like Bath & Body Works Country Apple. It's like a fresh Mac apple, and then mixed with her leaves. And so her leaves to me is not a dupe for the Bath & Body Works leaves. Like, it's supposed to be, I think, but it doesn't smell like that to me. The Bath & Body Works leaves, it smells like fallen leaves and like an apple peel, if that makes sense. Not a fresh apple, like a dried apple peel. But hers is much fresher than the Bath & Body Works leaves. Like, it doesn't have that apple peel smell. It's more like a fresh, like green apple mixed with a Mac apple. So this was just very appley. Like, it was very fresh and very, very appley. If you like apples, you would like this, which I do. And it was like super strong. It was like a 10 out of 10. I have Wicked Wash, which is lavender, linen, and blackberry jam. I did not like this when I got it. I ordered a couple of her blackberry scents, and I didn't like any of them when they came, but I think they're starting to grow on me. Initially, it smelled really, they smelled really like grapey, like not berry, like straight up grape to me. But after I let this one sit around, I was like, well, I'll try it out. And I liked it. I didn't like it enough that I think I would order it again, just because there are other scents from her that I prefer. But it didn't smell like grape when I was actually melting it. It smelled like maybe more like a mixed berry, or like just like a darker berry. I wouldn't say I would distinguish it as blackberry. And then, but her lavender linen was really good. I would want lavender linen mixed with something else though, not with blackberry next time. It threw really nicely. It was like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I just wouldn't, not a repurchase for me. From Willow Wax Crafts, I have Time Stand Still. This one is Daffodil Cotton Candy, Caramelized Pralines, maybe Buttered Popcorn. I don't know. It's like a county fair type of scent, but it's a little different because this is heavier on the floral notes. So it's like heavy daffodil, like a green stemmed daffodil type of scent, and then a little bit of cotton candy, and then a very little bit of like caramelized praline type of scent. This smells like you're at a fair and you're standing in like a field of daffodils, like far, far away from the fair, and you can kind of smell like the fair foods in the backgrounds. It's nice. I don't purchase a lot from Lola Wax Crafts because I do find her wax is kind of pricey, but I really like this one and then Bonfire Stories. Those are two really nice scents that I don't know. If I repurchased from her, I would get that, but I don't know that I'll repurchase from her, especially anytime soon. Okay, I have one from Scoopable Tart Wax and one from RG, or Rose Girls. So I have Sweet Lavender, Orange Sherbet with a shaving cream overpour. This was a half pie. I still have the other half of the pie. So I just melted through half this. This was really nice. In January and February, I love shaving cream scents. It was so good. She has a scent that's called Dove. What's it called? Something Dove. Scoopable Tart Wax. Does anybody know? If you know, put it down below. Or When Doves Cry. Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. I think it was part of like a Prince collection she did. But this was, I was hoping this would be similar to that. And it was. I feel like I smell the shaving cream first, which is why I wanted that one to be the overpour. And then like orange and lavender, which I love orange and lavender together. It's like a pretty simple scent, but it's nice. It's like a fresh, clean, relaxing type of scent. Spearmint Coconut Mallow from Rose Girls. Good. It smells like a really sweet coconutty stick of spearmint gum. It's really nice. I love all Rose Girls mint scents, and this one was no exception. Yeah, it was just like relaxing, calming, spearmint, sweet. I didn't smell like a ton of the coconut, but it made it creamy and nice. Okay, so all I have left is Teddy Bees. First, I have the milk cookies and zucchini bread. When I held this, and even now, I was like, oh, this isn't bad because the zucchini bread in here is just like really creamy and I can't smell it. I can only smell the milk and cookies. But then I melted this actually in my bathroom. I have no idea why. I just did. I just threw it in there because it was a small sample and I figured it would do good in there. But it smelled like zucchini bread. Like no milk and cookies. It just smelled like straight up zucchini bread, which if you know, I can't stand zucchini bread. So I went in there and I was like, oh, what is that terrible smell? And it was that, and it was zucchini bread. So I dumped it. It was strong though. Very strong. So if you like zucchini bread, I would recommend this. Next is London Fog. This one is Earl Grey tea, lavender milk, and a hint of boardwalk mallow. This is really good. I think I was hoping really, she has a pre-order going on right now, and I was really hoping she would offer this so I could get a loaf of it because I love this. This smells like a really pretty lady, and she's like wrapped in a blanket drinking a cup of like Earl Grey tea, and she's like clean and has nice perfume on. That's what this reminds me of. It's just like sweet and clean plus Earl Grey tea. I love it. And it's like really relaxing, calming. It's like the perfect like winter, spring type of like evening relaxing scent. But it was not offered, so maybe next time. The Riverlands from Teddy Bees. Palo Santo, I was just talking about this earlier. Palo Santo, Cool Mountain Air, Balsam Patchouli, Crisp Melon, Cedar, Crunchy Leaves, and Sandalwood. I don't smell the melon in this, so don't let that scare you, because I was like, melon? But I wanted to try it anyway. Oh, this is so good. I wanted her to offer this and her pre-order too. I know I'm not the only person in the world. I understand that she can't just offer stuff I want, but I'm not upset about it. But I was hoping to get more of this. This is so good. It is, I feel like I smell the balsam first, but it's not like heavily balsam. I just smell that initially. Yeah, it's like balsam and then like crunchy leaves on wet earth and trees all around and cool mountain air. This is like perfectly named. It totally smells like just being out like near a body of water in the forest with trees and dirt, and it's fall time, and that's really nice. And it threw really well too. Okay, I have 2 lids that I finished from Teddy Bees, and then I have 1 candle, and then we'll be done. The first one I finished was Mocha Poppy. This one is Palo Santo and the richest creamy vanilla. People in the just pre-order now, people were like really voting for this, I guess. Like there was a lot of people that voted for this. I like, it's okay, but I'm not like crazy about it. Like I wouldn't reorder it. I got a sample of it and I melted it in my bathroom, and it was nice. So I was like, oh, this is really nice. I'll get a loaf of it when she offers it again. And I did, but then I kind of, after the first couple times, got tired of it. It's nice, but it's just like a vanilla Palo Santo, just like kind of all the other vanilla Palo Santo scents that I smell. She has a nice Palo Santo, but like I said, I think there are other ones I prefer. Like I would prefer the, maybe it's just not sweet enough for me. Maybe that's the issue. I think I would prefer the Rainbow Mouth scent over this one. Yeah, this is really similar to L3's. Today is October 3rd, only less sweet. So not a repurchase, but I was happy to have the loaf, and like I enjoyed it when I was melting it. I wasn't like, ugh, I just was kind of like tired of it quickly. And I had that, I feel like I had this a long time. Yeah, I've had this since March, so it took me a year to get through it. And then this one, I'm sad it's gone. I like this one a lot more. The Perfect Storm from Teddy Bees. So good. This one is Sea Spray, Ocean Water, Citrus, Damp Leaves, Dark Amber, and Oak Moss. I definitely get the Sea Spray. It's like a salty saltwater scent, but not the same as the Hayden Row one. It's like much less salty, but and then I get a lot of amber in this, a little bit of citrus. It's very aquatic, very dark. I think I said when I got this reminds me of, this really does remind me of like being at the ocean when like it's starting to storm and the sky is getting dark and like it's getting ready to rain and everything is kind of like salty and dark and deep. Very aptly named, and I loved this. I threw like a 10 out of 10. Super strong. I was hoping she would offer this again in the pre-order, but she didn't, but that's okay. She did. I mean, obviously I ordered many things, so obviously there was enough to choose from that I liked. You can't have everything. You can't have everything you want all the time. But I love Teddy Bees. Okay, and then I have 1 candle here, Pink Fairy Gumdrop, that I finished up. I already cleaned it out, but this is nice. It reminded me of Snow Fairy from Lush, if you've ever smelled that. It was just like a fruity cotton candy bubblegum type of scent. The notes say sparkling sugared berries, pink cotton candy, and a sprinkle of fairy dust with essential oils, whatever that means. So yeah, it was like a less obnoxious version of, I really loved this packaging with like the luminary, but it was a less obnoxious version of the Lush's Snow Fairy. Just a sweet pink cotton candy fruity type of scent. It was good. It went well with a lot of different scents that I melted through January and December. I've had this a couple years. I think this packaging is like 2 or 3 years old. And that's it. That's all I melted for the month of January. So I hope you guys are doing well. I don't really have a whole lot going on here. I'm not really waiting on a whole lot of orders other than my Valentine's Day order from the Bathing Garden. So, and then I am excited that it is coming up on Valentine's Day. I think I might do a mounting basket for February. I'm not 100% sure yet. I want to try to pull some florals, of course. Maybe some clean stuff, some different things. So I might record that if I have time. But otherwise, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you have a good day.